What's up everybody, welcome back to another video with your boy Sean. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about what I learned in my first month back on YouTube. Recently I was asked by a good friend of mine on Instagram, what do I do to spark my creativity? And what do I do to put myself in a position to create content? I'll be answering this question from the perspective of what I learned in my first month back on YouTube, as well as sprinkling in some nuggets about parenthood, fatherhood, and working a full-time job. So without further ado, let's jump right in. Number one is gonna be just do. The first step to getting into the creative process is just to create something, anything. You won't know what you want to create until you actually start creating something. Jumping out and just doing lets you see the creative process firsthand, which is going to tell you what you like, what you don't like, what you're interested in. So for me, I set out and I told myself, you know what, I'm going to make a video and it's going to be an update video. I knew this video probably wasn't going to do very many views, very many likes, but for me, it was a video that ripped the band-aid off of starting to create more videos. And if I can do it, busy, regular, mundane person, you guys can definitely get out there and start creating videos as well. It just starts with your first video, the first leap of confidence to do so. Get out there, just do. It's the only way you're gonna be able to see the creative process in its full entirety. It's the only way you're gonna see if you even enjoy making videos. Your first video is probably gonna flop. Your second or third video is probably gonna flop as well. You might have 10 or 20 videos that really stink, but that's not the point. The point is that you're being consistent in creating that content, you're getting up, you're doing, and that's how you're gonna really spark and continue to have creative ideas. Is you make one video, if it flops, how can I go back and make a better video? If you make a video and it does well, how can I kind of capitalize and learn from that video to continue making videos that I like? And so it's just this cyclical creative process, but you have to start doing something in order to get the gears and get the wheels spinning for that creativity. Number two, the next thing you're gonna wanna do is find a dedicated creative space where you can execute all the steps of the creative process. For me, I'm fortunate enough that I have this office. This is the place where I come in and I'm productive and I create content. It's quote unquote my studio. And it's a great feeling to have a dedicated space to make the videos that I want to make. So I encourage you to find the space for you. Maybe it's a bathroom, a closet, your car, in nature. Maybe it's your bedroom. Maybe it's the kitchen or your couch. Wherever it is, find a dedicated space where you can execute all the steps of the creative process. I have a wife, I have a son, and things can get wild sometimes. And so in order for me to maximize my time and really be able to use this room like I want to, I communicate with my wife and let her know certain days and times when I'm gonna be filming, brainstorming. I also need help to keep the little monster from running around and touching some of my gear and equipment in here. And so communication, having a spouse that's on board with what I wanna do helps a ton. And so this tip is really for those that have a shared space. Maybe you have a spouse, maybe you have a roommate, maybe you have other siblings or family members that are in the space with you. And so communicating goes a long way. Setting up the boundaries and setting up that space is gonna be critical. It's all about intentionality. Be intentional about coming into that space and doing something creative and productive. Even if it takes weeks, a couple months, you're gonna start to see that shift that when you get into your creative space, you start to feel more creative. It's that correlation of, wow, this is the area where I create, this is the area where I brainstorm, this is my quiet place. And so you start to see how, number one, just do, and having a creative space to execute number one is super important. They play off of each other and you really can't have one without the other. All right, moving right along, we're gonna hop into number three. This one's super important, at least from my first month back on YouTube. I think this one's super important, okay? And that is, don't let analytics, metrics, subscribers, followers, likes dictate where you go and what you do with your content. Whether you're going for a niche or whether you're going for variety content, you're gonna post some videos that aren't gonna do well. You're gonna post some videos that do well. The goal is, with the analytics, is to use them to get back to the drawing board to figure out how you can continue to create the content that you enjoy. Stay the course, make the videos that you want to make. It's gonna pay off in the end. In the beginning, analytics and the algorithm are going to be all over the place. Don't base your content, the message, and what you want to share with people based off of the engagement that it's getting. Stay consistent, keep making content, don't fold on your vision and your values, and I guarantee you there's an audience out there for you. We're gonna keep it pushing, baby, keep it pushing. Number four is find something that inspires and motivates you, okay? We're human beings. We're gonna get lethargic, we're gonna be tired, life happens, we're not gonna wanna create, we're not gonna wanna edit, we're not gonna wanna script. All right, so find something that motivates you and tap into that. It's a long journey. You're not gonna post a video and be an overnight success. You're not gonna post a video and just get a mass following and audience in one day. It's gonna take consistency, and it's going to take staying motivated and staying inspired to create. And think of it this way, maybe it's not necessarily something that inspires or motivates you, but what is something that you can do for self-care to take a break from the action of creating content, a break from the action of your job or your marriage or parenting? What is something that you can do that's self-care, that's gonna allow you to relax and get back into the creative process? Because one thing you don't want to do is grind until you get burnt out. That is the worst feeling in the world. You do not want that. So find a good balance of something that motivates you, as well as a good balance of something you can do for self-care. Take care of yourself. YouTube will be there tomorrow. Your audience will be there tomorrow. Subscribers, likes, views will be there tomorrow. It is not that important. Do not burn yourself out for YouTube. And number 5, we round this thing out with you versus you. This is absolutely critical. All these steps are super important, but I think this is the secret sauce to this whole thing, is you versus you. Don't look to the left. Don't look to the right. Look at the person in the mirror. That is the person that you are at war with, that you are challenging every single day to get better. And so there's a phrase growing up playing basketball, being on a team, and you might have heard this maybe on TV as well in the NBA, but time and situation. And the reason why time and situation is super important, because if you're just starting out, you have to look at where you are. You're probably not going to have very many subscribers. You probably aren't going to have very many videos up. And so if you're comparing yourself to the mega million YouTubers that are out there that have 800 plus videos, 10 years of experience, they have a whole team, marketing, PR, you're gonna get discouraged. But what you can do is look in the mirror and challenge yourself. Set goals, get out there and crush them. That's gonna be the only way you're really gonna see expedited growth. I challenge you to do some self-reflection. What is your time and situation? How much time do you have? What gear do you have? What's your schedule? What's your creative space? Look at all the things that you can control that are around you. Take a self-inventory of that and then jump in and just start doing. I highly encourage you not to focus on the temporal stuff of views, monetization, likes, subscribers, all of that stuff in the beginning. But if you keep working, if you keep being consistent, if you keep challenging yourself each and every day, you might find that you're right up there with those same people that you were watching and that you were trying to emulate, but instead you did it your way, you learned about yourself along the way, and you probably are going to create a product that you're proud of and that you can stand behind because it's yours, it's authentic, and it's unique to you. Nobody wants cookie cutter content. That Mega Millions YouTuber that has those 800 videos that's creating that content, nobody wants to see more of that content. People are waiting to see the content that you have to share and that you have to bring to them. You don't know what your content can do for someone and the message that you have to share with people, how it can inspire and motivate them to want to go about change and doing things in their life. Your message has an audience, I guarantee it. If you found this video helpful, if you found this video insightful, if you're feeling creative and you want to get out there and just do, go ahead and smash that like button for your boy. It's greatly appreciated. If you're feeling creative but don't know where to start, click somewhere around here. I'll have a link to another video, top 5 things to start creating content right now. That video is sure to encourage you and catapult you into getting out there and creating some of the best content you've ever created. Like always, be blessed. Peace. I'll catch you in the next video.